Anger. Being a powerful emotion sometimes flares up quicker than our better judgment can head it off. We feel it rising up within us, leaving only a few seconds for us to choose whether or not to act on it. But once we recognize its appearance and we realize it wants to take over the situation, the wise man or woman restrains it. Anger may feel like lashing out from within us, but love won't let it take a breath. Even God's anger, though always holy and justified, is quickly put behind him after serving its purpose. Our anger, too, though sometimes appropriate, must remain under love's control. Otherwise, it will always want to write the script for what happens next, rather than playing its rightful role under the direction, authority, and restraint of godly patience. If our love is to be like God's love, it must be slow to anger, ready to release, and quick to forgive.
Love it when you say it was passed away. Is a wise woman, a wise man knows how to control his or her anger.
You have to keep it in check because the powerful emotion, anger, flares up quicker than our better judgment can prevent it, head it off. See, it sometimes rises up within us, leaving only a few seconds for us to choose whether or not to act. And so we have to use our judgment and understand that if we just calm down for a minute and just evaluate the whole situation and understand that sometimes this is better. I mean, most times, all the time, if we're just slow to anger and quick to forgive, then we will be in a much better place where we can make a much better decision. Because sometimes when you're angry, you say things and you do things that you later regret.
So you're saying if someone is angry about a situation, they should probably stop, take a breath, and just say to themselves, let me just calm down and be quiet for a moment. Then wisdom kicks in.
It does. For example, let's take a look at God's anger. Although holy and justified, right? But after serving its purpose, it's quickly put behind him. So his anger is justified. We still harbor anger within us, and it just stays there like a volcano, and it erupts and then it's very dangerous because it destroys relationships, be it a husband or a parent or a child or a friend, and it'll be helpful if we can just be slow to anger, or sometimes even if the anger is justified, once you get it out of your system, just move on, forget about it, and forgive. And then you can build healthy relationships.
When you get angry, it's not a good thing.
No, it is not.
Different things, emotions.
Then you might have to take a course in anger management. You see? And so you can prevent all if you just nip it in the bud.
And especially for wives and husbands who have to share the same space, to be able, this is something you really need to think about, When you get angry about a situation, you don't act at the same time, at that moment, just say, walk away. That's a good thing, walk away.
Well, you have to restrain your anger and ask yourself, what good is this anger? Well, instead of getting angry, why don't you just have a conversation about the issue that is bothersome to you and discuss it?
Yes, but sometimes you can't discuss it right away because you need to, like you say, calm down before you get into the discussion. Because you might say something that's not nice because you're angry.
That's what I'm saying. So you have to put the anger. Forget about the anger, because anger is something that comes after. There's always something that would make you angry. So instead of getting angry, discuss the situation that is causing.
You mean before you get angry?
You don't get angry. You don't get angry. If you have a problem, the situation arises before you get angry, because anger is not going to solve it.
Right.
So you just situation that is causing the anger and talk about it and resolve that situation. You know,
Well, we have just a minute or so left in this segment, so what it is that you have to say just to cap this off?
well, I think that we should be slow to anger and quick to forgive. If we are slow to anger and quick to forgive, I think we'll be just fine.
Good advice there, Pastor Wiz. Great way to end this segment this afternoon. It's now 2:43. Tune in next week, Tuesday, same place, same time, for another edition